You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? Well, I did, and you're about to find out. Lava, chicken. No, I'm not doing it, don't panic. I am, however, going to show you a fully working version of Steve's lava chicken farm, which on a single pull of a lever releases hot lava onto poor poultry and delivers the cooked chicken right to you at the front of the shop in seconds. Let me show you how to make it. I will be doing this as a block by block tutorial so you can follow along and build it yourself, but I will be offering this build in this incredible seed that I reviewed in a previous video. Link is in the description, in both Bedrock Edition and Java Edition for my Patreon members. Details on how to get that later in the video. Oh, and did I mention we're going to do it in a single chunk, so you could put in an ender pearl chunk loader to make sure it's constantly producing. I will put a link to a video that will tell you how to do that into the description. This is the inventory you're going to need if you make it exactly the way I do. If you want to change it up a little bit, that's entirely up to you. Absolutely no problem. Take a screenshot, pause the video, do what you got to do. Let's crack on with it. This is a plan of the bits that you've got to dig out from inside your chunk. The blue parts, you just dig those down 1. The white parts, they need to be dug down 2. And those yellow parts, they need to be dug down 3. So it should end up looking something like that. So we're going to set up the redstone parts now, and there is a fair bit of it, but it's not too bad. So a dispenser facing upwards there, you can tell it's facing upwards because it's got that circle, and then shift and place another one facing upwards again. You're then going to get a comparator, and that comparator is going to go into that block right there. You're then going to get yourself a repeater. You're going to place a repeater going out of that and a repeater going into that dispenser. You're then going to get redstone dust there, and there. And you're going to place a lantern there because you must always light up your redstone. We are then going to run a hopper line, and yes, this is a lot of hoppers, one into that. I'm shift clicking so they're running into each other. I never said this was an iron efficient farm. I said it was Steve's lava chicken farm. He collected iron for ages, so he's got plenty, so you can too. So I'm going to come all the way along to here, and in the top one I'm going to place it going down into that as well. If you've not got as much iron as Steve has, however, I've got the one chunk iron farm that I made a little while ago. Why don't you try that? You'll have iron for days. This will be a doddle. I'll put the link for that video and the entire one chunk playlist down in the description. Coming back to your redstone, on that higher block there, you're going to place a redstone torch facing upwards. Coming around on this higher block there, redstone torch facing upwards. You're going to place a repeater coming out of that, and then you're going to place 1, 2, and 3 going into that. And again, we've got to light up this redstone, so a lantern goes in there. You could of course use a torch, but I like using lanterns because they give up just that little extra bit of light. We've now got to do the redstone bit here, and this is the clever bit. We're going to come down into this final section. I'm going to place an observer right there. So the redstone bum is facing backwards, and if I take that block away there, you can see the redstone face is facing forwards, but I do need to replace that. Out of the redstone bum, we're going to have a repeater, and we're going to right click on it 1, 2, 3 times, setting it for 4 ticks. I'm going to put redstone dust there and there, leave a gap, redstone dust there and there. I'm then going to place a repeater going in right there, and dust going there and there. I'm then going to get myself some comparators, and I'm going to place a comparator there, comparator there, a comparator there, and a comparator there. And what's going to happen in that observer is going to let out a redstone fart. It's going to go through that repeater, and then it's going to slowly fade as it goes around the comparators. So whilst it's only a single tick pulse, it will actually last round about a couple of seconds, which is perfect. This is a pulse extender. What it's going to do is it's going to take the redstone fart that comes out of the observer, and it's going to extend it so as it takes a little bit longer to run out. We want it to last about a couple of seconds, and otherwise it's only going to be 0.1 of a second, so we need this little bit of redstone. And then finally, as before, we're going to stick a lantern on there so that lights up all of this redstone circuit. And if I just test this now, if I remove that block, it's going to let out that redstone fart, but that redstone fart then lasts a little bit of time. You see it's still lit up, and then it slowly goes out again. That's exactly what we're looking for. The same happens when the block gets replaced. Exactly the same process. I'm going to pop a temporary block right there, and I want a sticky piston facing downwards just on that. So I'm just going to come down into this hole. I'm going to place this sticky piston down like that. You can see it's downwards. I'm going to place that back and then I'm going to get rid of that temporary block and place it on top of there because it's stripped oak, and that's actually what I want. And then a lever on the stripped oak. This is the lever that does everything, the one that Steve pulls in a Minecraft movie. I'm going to pull that lever just once. That is going to fire the piston. That's sticking now to that block. When I pull it again, that fires off that circuit. You can see it goes all the way down and then stops. Now if I pull it one more time, it does it again. And wait for that to fade, and I pull it again, it does it again. So every time I pull it, even just one time, we get the machine working. We can now cover over this section. It is complete. So all you should see in your chunk right now is your dispenser facing upwards, your hopper facing upwards, and your lever on that piston. We're going to do the collection system now. So shift click one chest onto that hopper and another one into the side. So you've got a double chest coming around the back, and you are going to place a hopper into the back of that chest there, and a block, not there, but a gap backwards. You're going to place redstone dust on top of that block, and then a target block next to that. So as the redstone dust falls into that target, you are then going to get a dispenser, and make sure it is a dispenser, not a dropper, and you are going to place it on the target block facing outwards, and then you're going to get an observer, and you're going to place an observer facing downwards off the back of the dispenser. You're going to have to press shift click when you do that, and that is going to have its redstone bum facing downwards onto that redstone dust. Then come to the side, go 1, 2, 3, and get a comparator facing that way. You are then going to shift click a hopper into that dispenser, another hopper into the top of that hopper, and then sideways we're going to get another hopper into the side of that as well. That means that this comparator here is reading something that goes into that hopper. So if I was just to throw something in, it registers it. That comparator is therefore reading this hopper. You're then going to grab another hopper and you're going to face it into that chest, and you're going to come around this side. You're going to place a rail on there and a rail on there. You're then going to get yourself some stone bricks either side of that, and you're going to place yourself 2 hopper minecarts, one there and one there. You then want to grab yourself 3 blocks of stone bricks and come up to the side like that. You're going to get your slab. You're going to place the slab shift clicking on the bottom of that dispenser, and then again the same on the next one. You are then going to place a block there and come around the other side and place another block right there. You're then going to get 2 redstone torches, and you're going to place them underneath those blocks. If you've got them in the right place, they should go out. Can see there they've gone out, and the reason for that is because they are right over the top of those other torches that are on. Come to the side of your chest, place 2 blocks on either side and 1 block next to it. Get yourself some upside down spruce steps and put them in front of those minecart with hoppers just to cover them up. Then you can get up here quite easily. You're going to place another block there, and then a sticky piston facing towards that block like that, and then a glass block in front of the sticky piston. Get rid of that block. This side again, place a block right there, a sticky piston, a glass block, and then get rid of that block right there. Then place a redstone torch right there and a redstone torch right there, and they will fire forwards. We are then going to increase the height of this all the way up in front of the piston on both sides. And here we're just going to increase it once, and then grab some glass, place glass in front of that piston, glass in front of that piston, glass in front of both of those bits of glass, and glass on top of those upside down steps. So we've got a wall starting to form. Come around the back of your contraption and place 2 blocks there and 2 blocks there underneath those hoppers. And then on this side, you're going to press 1 and then come up another one, and one more. You're going to place a block there, shift click a block on top of that dispenser, and shift click a block on top of that hopper. We're then going to build a little row coming out and around this hopper just here, there, and then we're going to jump up and we're going to build another row around it with 2 blocks there. We're going to place a block on top of that piston and that piston arm, on top of that piston and that piston arm, then a block there and a block there. Come around the other side, block there, and then we're going to get glass, and we're going to place glass there and there. This bit here is where we're going to stick our lava. Now you can just use 1 lava bucket for this, but I prefer 2. So I'll place 1 lava there and 1 lava there. If you've only got 1 bucket of lava, place it on either side. You then want to cover the lava up with those blocks like that. They need to be flame-proof blocks, otherwise they are going to burn. And then we're going to cover this all up again So as we've got a 2 big hole there, and bring this all across with blocks. So at the front right now, we've got something that looks like that. And this is where you can get entirely creative, but I like here to use stripped spruce. So I'm going to come strip spruce 3 times, strip spruce 3 times like that. And I'm going to bring this up. So as wherever I've got stone, I'm going to put some stripped spruce. And wherever I've got glass, I'm going to put some more glass. So now it looks like that. And we're now going to bring a row of stripped oak all the way to and on top of that dispenser. We're going to pop that there. We're then going to place a block there, and 3 blocks in front like that. We're also going to place a block there, and a block there. This is going to be where our chicken gets dispensed. On this side, we're going to place a step there, and then on this side, we're going to place a step there, and on this side, we're going to place an upside down step right there, and on the inside of this bit, an upside step right there. We're then going to come on here, I'm going to jump up and place some stripped oak all the way up to, but not including this wall, because we're going to finish this wall off with a little bit more stripped spruce. We're then going to come down, we're going to get a spruce trapdoor, and we're going to place spruce trapdoors all the way across the front like that. Remember to use shift click, otherwise it won't work. And then we're going to place a trapdoor there, and a trapdoor there, and then similarly, one there, and one there. We're then going to get a step there, a step there, a step there, and a step right there, and also a step there, and a step there. So we're starting to build up our structure. We're also now going to place trapdoors on top of these trapdoors like that. So we've got kind of a double trapdoor effort that looks a little bit like that. And I'm now just going to give this a quick test. It's always a really good idea to test your stuff as you go. So I'm just going to pull that lever. That should retract that glass. That lava comes down. The glass goes back. That's brilliant. We're very much liking that. And if I do it again, out comes the glass, lava comes down, down goes the glass. That's great. We're also going to test whether or not if we put something into this chest, it has anything come out of it. So let's put, I know the dispenser. The dispenser should come out right there. And there it goes. So we've got all of our functionality. We just need to put the chickens in it and then build up the rest of the structure. And you need to get as many chickens in here as you possibly can. It's a 1x1 hole, so the maximum you can put in there is 24, but anything from 2 upwards will still get you results. Now you can tempt the chickens in by holding seeds. They will love you forever and you can just lead them into your hole. Or another way is just to lob eggs in, and every 7-ish you should find that you get a baby chicken going in there as a result of that egg hatching. Sometimes, very rarely, you can get more than 1 chicken in. Sometimes you could even get 4 chickens from a single egg. But you just keep lobbing eggs in until you've got a load of chickens. They are going to need to grow, so it takes a little bit longer than leading them in. But that's all right. They'll grow eventually, right? And once you've got a few adults in there, you can breed them up and get even more baby chicks. And once you've got enough in there, lob a block on top. They're perfectly happy. They're perfectly fine. They are egg-laying slaves. They don't need any light. Back around the front, we are going to place 2 smokers in, and we'll do something with those in just a moment. And then we're going to start to build up the structure of this. We're going to come to this block here because it's the one that is in line with that. And we're going to come up 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we should be in line with the top of that. Do the same over there. We're then going to run a line of oak fence from the back to the front to start to give this thing a little bit of structure. We're going to do it on both sides and also across the front as well. We're then going to get 3 bits of white wool, and we're going to place them 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 bits of red wool either side there and also there. And then we're going to give it a second layer of both of those. We're then going to get some banners, and wherever we've got red wool, we're going to drop a red banner in there. And white wool, we're going to drop a white banner in there to give that colour. We're then going to run mangrove planks all the way along there and coming on the other side all the way along this side as well. And on the outside of that, we're going to place some mangrove stairs upside down all the way along the outside and coming in so as it meets that wall, coming in there all the way along the outside until it meets that part there. We're then going to fill this whole lot in with more mangrove wood. We're then going to come around the back, place a lantern right next to that block right there, and another one right next to that block right there. And we're going to complete this wall here all the way out to the edge with some more stone brick. The back of the building is going to be made out of stone. And once you've built the wall all the way up, just fill this bit in the top here. And then we're going to carry on along here by building out with even more mangrove wood. Now, you don't have to use this much mangrove wood if you don't want to. You could just use stone or just leave it completely blank. It's up to you. That is a design choice, but I'm going to bring it all the way around with mangrove wood just like that. And finish it off with these steps. So it should look like that. We're then going to add it in a roof. So we're going to place 3 corners. We're going to come to the end here. We're going to leave a gap, 3 corners. Come to the end, 3 corners. And then at the front, we're leaving just that little bit of extra room like that. We're then going to place an upside down step there, an upside down step there, and the same on all of these. And we're going to create ourselves some gables. It's going to come up, upside down, over the top, upside down, over the top, then that can come sideways like that, and like that, and we're going to do that all the way around. So our roof now looks like this, and we're going to start to build it up because we need to make sure that we've got space in here for some chickens, because you can see chickens in a Minecraft movie when you're looking at his lava farm. So we need to place a block there. We're going to put that there, that like that, and then that can join up like that. And underneath that, we're going to start to bring in some glass. So if I bring glass across there and then glass there, that means that's going to be visible. Glass all the way across there, glass there, and glass there. That means that'll be blocked. I'll do that on all the sides and then finish off the roof. And you can use this glass to help guide your roof. Just place a step on top of it, and then when you come to a corner, turn the corner, and you should come up against a piece of glass again. Come that way. Now that's going to be the end, so we don't want to push that across. So if we come here, that goes there, that goes there, this comes out sideways, and then we've got that going there, and we've got ourselves a block here that comes across there, there, and there, and that's going to be similar there, there, and there, which is going to make it easier to do that bit of the roof by coming around, and then that bit of the roof comes all the way across like that. This bit of the roof comes all the way across like that, and then we get a bar going across the center of the roof. So we end up with a 4-sided gable rather than a standard gable roof that looks a little bit like that. And you're going to fill that with chickens just by leading them in, frankly. Or again, you can just lob in a load of eggs. And I've put some lights in too, just because these ones, well, they want to be able to see. So far, our farm looks like this. We can add in some lanterns, so we've got light inside. Just put them on the edges of the fences. I think that works the best. There and there. You can lead in a couple of villagers that will turn into butchers because of the smoker. And if you do put the villagers in, I recommend that you pop in a row of fences across the sides, because otherwise they're going to be jumping out of your farm before you know it, because they can get on top of those. I like to add item frames in here. They're completely optional, just to show that the chicken's coming out. Add some stone buttons on these posts just for decoration. And maybe sticking some bushes and leaves up the walls just to make it look like it's a little bit more overgrown. Which leaves just one more thing, a big chicken on the roof. Now, if you look at the chicken, it's basically a cuboid with another cuboid for a head. It's got a little red thing down at the bottom, and the beak sticks out the top, and the eyes face forwards, and the legs are kind of straggly. So let's see if we can recreate that. So first off, we want to make the feet, and I'm going to try and make them relatively long with a gap in the middle, there, there, and there. This is out of sandstone. I'm then going to get a sandstone wall, which is going to act as the legs, and I think probably 2 high is what's necessary. So there's our legs. Don't look much yet, does it? But we're going to try and work on it. Our body is going to be 3 wide across there, and we're going to bring it out 2 that way and out 1 that way, and then we just need to make that cuboid like we saw. So let's make it a 3 by 3 by 4 cuboid. I think that looks okay. We're then going to come up in the middle, and we're going to come up like that for the head. I think that's absolutely fine. We're going to stick some wings on the side like that and like that, and then we just need to make the beak and the face. And for the beak, we're going to use red sandstone slabs, and we're going to come out on the bottom of that one there. And I wonder if we need to come out too. Really, I'd like to come out 1.5, but I've not got that pleasure. Underneath that, right in the middle, we're going to stick the little red blibbly bit, and we're going to put 2 little black eyes right there. It's not the most amazing chicken you've ever seen, but it will certainly do. And so Steve's lava chicken farm is complete. So now all we need to do is test it. We've got a selection of chickens, both grown up and babies, in our chamber. So we are going to throw our switch. That is going to release the lava onto those poor chickens. They're going to burn, and right here we should get our chicken pop up in just a couple of seconds, along with some feathers. Yes, we do. Cooked chicken. And if you want, you can add yourself a little chest right there and place any chicken and feathers into that so you can store it. What about you, fella? What do you reckon? Do you like it? Pretty good, eh? As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to put this into a really nice starting seed and offer it as a world download to my patrons. Details on how to become a patron and get this and loads of other world downloads are on avomance.com. That is avomance.com. And I think this seed, which I featured in a recent best seeds video, is going to be absolutely perfect. I'll put the link to that seeds video down in the description below too. And there it is, nestled on top of the hill just at the edge of this village. This is a great place to start your world, by the way. This seed is amazing. Go and check out that seed video in the description. Seriously, this one is brilliant. And there you have it, Steve's lava chicken farm from a Minecraft movie. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else from a Minecraft movie you'd like me to try and build, and I'd be delighted to try it. Remember, this is on a world download for patrons. Avomance.com is the place to find out about that, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.